Hi there. So as we planned today, we are going to talk about PISA. What is PISA? What is it about? What are the how PISA works and etc. We'll discuss about that all today. So PISA stands for Program of International Students Assessment, organized by OECD. So PISA is the OECD's program for international student assessment. PISA measures 15 years old's ability to use their reading, mathematics, and science knowledge and skills to meet real-life challenges. So there are a few keywords about PISA in this definition. First is 15 years old ability. So who actually participate in PISA study? Students 15 years old. So it could be those students in year 7, I think. No, I think year 8 or year 9. So it depends on, because sometimes some students start school very early. So they may be at year 9 when they are 15 years old, and sometimes other students start a little bit later. So they are in year 8 when they are 15 years old. So PISA doesn't really depends on what year the students are, but they measure based on the age of the students. So the students have to be 15 years old when they join PISA study. And another keyword is reading, mathematics, and science knowledge. And also they include skills. So PISA measure those 4 things: reading, mathematics, science knowledge, and skills. What for? To meet real life challenge. So how students actually being able to use their reading, their mathematics, their science knowledge and skills to meet daily life problems, how to solve daily life problems. So it's about how ready the students is to face the world, basically. So this graph, this histogram, actually tell us about students' ability or students' performance in some countries based on PISA 2012. So we could actually see that the blue one is the score for below level 1. Oh, before that, I might want to explain to you that PISA categorized student performance from level 1 to level 6. So you could see that if you focus on Indonesia, you could see that nearly more than half of the students who join PISA study in 2012 are actually below level 1. That's unfortunate. It's a sad reality, but it's the fact. So, and only nearly half of them with the red color that actually reach level 1. So we still have to work a lot on improving mathematics education in our school so that we could actually catch up with other countries in terms of PISA results. So here is PISA year by year. So every year, PISA actually have their own focus. For example, in 2012, their focus is on mathematics. But 2015, their focus is no longer on mathematics. They focus more on science and collaborative problem solving. If you are interested in collaborative problem solving, you could actually search for it and have some reading. It's interesting. And then 2018, they focus on global competence. And back in 2021, I think they will do the study soon, I think this year. They focus on reading, mathematics, science, and creative thinking. So if you look at PISA or OECD focus year by year, you could see what is important globally these days. For example, in 2021, they put reading, mathematics, science, and creative thinking. We could actually recognize that creative thinking is something very important globally these days, which is why OECD through PISA organized a study to examine this creative thinking. So PISA organized every 4 years. And many countries participate in this study, including Indonesia, of course, even though our results was not that promising. Okay, so we focus on mathematics literacy in PISA. So what is PISA definition of mathematical literacy? So according to PISA, mathematical literacy is an individual's capacity to reason mathematically and to formulate, employ, and interpret mathematics to solve problems in a variety of real-world contexts. So there are a few keywords there. If you pick up some keyword, the first keyword is reason mathematically. So if you have a good mathematical literacy, you have to have the capacity to reason mathematically. And then to formulate, employ, and interpret mathematics, what for? To solve problems in real-world contexts. So real-world context, daily life is the main focus of PISA study. And also their main focus in mathematical literacy. So it includes, so mathematical literacy includes concepts, procedures, facts, and tools to describe, explain, and predict phenomena. It also, with mathematical literacy, people or students or individuals will know the role that mathematics play in our world or in daily life, so that we can, or our student can, make a well-founded judgment and decision needed by constructive, engaged, and reflective 21st century citizen. So PISA was really into preparing our students to be 21st century citizen. So some keyword from PISA 2021. So they pay attention to active engagement in mathematics. Engagement could also mean involvement. So active involvement with mathematics. So students should be active, should be engaged, should be involved with mathematics. And again, mathematical reasoning is a core aspect of mathematical literacy. It also highlights, PISA 2021 also highlight the centrality of mathematical reasoning, both to the problem solving cycles and to mathematical literacy in general. So in PISA 2021, sorry, mathematical literacy consists of two aspects: mathematical reasoning and problem solving. So those two still are very important. What is this? Oh, okay, this one, figure 1 actually present about mathematical literacy and the relationship between mathematical reasoning and the problem solving or modeling cycle. So we have reasoning as the core, and then we have three other things. So 3 cycles. So formulate. After you formulate, you'll be able to employ. And then once you employ, you'll be able to interpret and evaluate. And those cycles will keep repeating as it goes. So it's not the end, it's not an end thing. So it doesn't mean that once you interpret and evaluate, you stop there. No, once you interpret and evaluate, you'll come back again to formulate for another topic. Okay, so what is this one? This one is figure 2. It's actually explained about the relationship between mathematical reasoning, the problem solving modeling cycle, mathematical content, context, and selected 21st century skills. So let me zoom in for you. So there are challenges in real world context, and then we have 21st century skills that everyone needed, which is why we want our students to have this. So what are the 21st century skills? Critical thinking, creativity, research and inquiry, self-direction, initiative and persistent, information use, systems thinking, communication, and reflection. And then what are the topics or contents of mathematics? Oh, before that, so we have the challenge in a real world context, and then we have the 21st century skills that needed by everyone, and then we have the context. So there are some contexts. They might be personal context, there could be occupational context, there could be societal, and there could be scientific context. So within this context, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 types of or 4 kinds of mathematical content. First is space and shape, change and relationship, uncertainty and data, and then quantity. And then of course, there we have the mathematical literacy core with reasoning and the cycle from, forget me that I missed the A, the E, formulate, employ and interpret and evaluate. I missed the evaluate too. Sorry, you could actually revert to this one for that. Okay, so what is actually mathematical reasoning? Mathematical reasoning is the ability to reason logically and to present arguments in honest and convincing ways. So don't forget convincing ways, valid ways. Sometimes people or students can give lots of arguments, but it's not always they're not always a good argument, they're not always honest argument, they're not always convincing argument. So mathematical reasoning is the ability to reason logically and to present arguments in honest and convincing ways. So mathematical reasoning basically has 2 aspects. First, deduction from clear assumption, which is a characteristic, or which is a characteristic feature of pure mathematics. And then also in mathematical reasoning, there's another aspect called statistical and probabilistic reasoning. So if you want to explore further, you can actually search about statistical and probabilistic reasoning later on. There should be some interesting articles about this too. And what is problem solving? Problem solving, again, what we are talking here is actually problem solving based on PISA. So problem solving based on PISA is formulating situation mathematically, employing mathematical concepts, fact, procedure, and reasoning, and interpreting, applying, and evaluating mathematical outcome. I need to remove, no, I need to stop my camera first a little bit, and then we can continue. Okay, let's continue. So what do we have next? This is the, I have mentioned before that PISA categorized mathematics performance or proficiency in 6 levels. So maybe this is too small. Let me have a look whether I can actually zoom in for you. Sorry, this is too small. Okay, so let's have a look at level 1. What exactly level 1 is? If you still remember, I mentioned before that more than half of our students, Indonesian students who participate in PISA, not even reach level 1. So they are below level 1. So what exactly level 1? Why is it too hard to reach level 1? So at level 1, students can answer questions involving familiar contacts where all relevant information is present and the questions are clearly defined. They are able to identify information and to carry out routine procedure according to direct instruction in explicit solution. They can perform actions that are obvious and flow immediately from the given stimuli. All right, so there are a few keywords from level 1 involving familiar context and then carry out routine procedure. If you, at a glance, you could actually say that level 1 is all about lower order thinking. And when we have the results that saying Indonesian students most of them are below level 1, this means that our students or Indonesian students are their ability is mostly on lower order thinking problems or lower order thinking question, because that's the only thing they can do. Familiar contacts, routine procedure. So there's still a lot of homework, a big homework for teachers, for educators, for you as the pre-service teacher to work on how to improve our students' performance to the higher order thinking. And this is how PISA, especially PISA 20 and 21, plan to do their study. So there are two types. There are computer-based and paper-based, but I'm not going to talk too much about that. And then you can have a look later on. I can share the PPT to you later if you want. And then this one is the integrated and how they who will actually involve in the study. So they not only involve students, they also involve teacher, school principals, and of course parents, because when we talk about students' ability, students' performance, they're not by themselves. They are influenced by other factors, including schools, teachers, parents, school principals, and all those. So PISA not PISA, OECD does their PISA study in a very comprehensive way, covering all those possible factors that may affect to or that may explain students' mathematical literacy or students' mathematics proficiency. So that's more about PISA. That's all about PISA that I can actually explain to you in this video. And of course, all the material for today, you could actually read and have a look at the OECD website. So www.oecd.org/PISA/. So not only they have all the materials about explanation about PISA, they also have the questionnaire and mathematical problems that they use in the previous year's PISA study. You could actually download and have a look. And they even also provide the data sets of their study. So you basically can do a secondary analysis based on those data set. So that's all for today. I hope this video is useful for everyone. See you again next time. Bye-bye.